Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today we're tackling something really vital, something that, well, often just hums along unnoticed until maybe it doesn't. Our vision. In our screen-dominated world, facing the realities of aging, dealing with environmental factors, keeping eyesight sharp it's a real concern for so many of us.
It is indeed a really critical aspect of our overall well-being. Our eyes are, how we experience so much of the world.
Exactly.
And understanding how best to support their health, that's pretty essential for a fulfilling life, I think.
So, to help us navigate this, we're plunging into the work of Dr. William Lai. He's a physician-scientist, president of the Angiogenesis Foundation.
Right.
He's known for his fascinating research into how food impacts our health, and we're specifically focusing on a superfood he highlights in one of his videos for its potential to combat vision loss.
Yeah, Dr. Lee's work, especially with the Angiogenesis Foundation, it gives us a really interesting way to look at eye health. His focus is on angiogenesis, basically, how our bodies form and maintain blood vessels.
Angiogenesis, huh?
Yeah, and what's fascinating is the connection he draws between, healthy blood vessel function and the health of all our organs, including our eyes. He suggests that circulation issues are often kind of at the heart of both vision and cognitive decline.
Okay, so the health of these tiny blood vessels is really the foundation, the bedrock for good vision. Can you tell us a bit more about why that connection is just so important?
Well, think of it like this. Our eyes, especially the retina at the back, they're incredibly active tissues. They need a constant supply of oxygen and nutrients to process light, send signals to the brain, all that complex stuff.
Right.
Healthy, well-functioning blood vessels, they're the delivery system for all those essentials.
The pipeline.
Exactly. And when that system is compromised, well, the delicate cells of the eye just don't get what they need.
Which leads to problems.
Which can impact their function and lead to various vision problems, yeah.
That makes perfect sense. It's almost like a garden, isn't it? If you don't have healthy irrigation, the plants won't thrive.
That's a great analogy.
So Dr. Lai believes we can actually influence this vascular health in our eyes through what we eat.
Absolutely. His research strongly suggests that certain foods contain compounds that can support the health, the resilience of our blood vessels, potentially protecting and even improving vision.
Okay.
And this brings us right to the specific food he champions.
All right, here's where it gets really interesting. The nutritional powerhouse for better eye health, according to Dr. Lai, is blueberries.
Blueberries, yeah.
And actually, the whole family of berries, right?
That's right. While blueberries are, a real standout, he emphasizes the benefits of incorporating a variety of berries.
So choose your own adventure.
Pretty much. We're talking strawberries, raspberries, blackberries, even less common ones like lingonberries, huckleberries, a whole spectrum of delicious options. And what's truly compelling is understanding why these small, colorful fruits pack such a punch.
He talks about how those vivid colors, those intense flavors, they come from powerful compounds. Bioactives or polyphenols, things like ellagic acid and anthocyanins.
Exactly. Anthocyanins are key. It's like nature has coded in all these beneficial properties right into the color and taste.
Nature's little health codes.
Sort of. And, for anyone thinking about practicality, Dr. Lai offers a really useful tip. Both fresh and frozen berries are beneficial. Frozen berries are often less expensive, easier to store, obviously. And because they're typically frozen so soon after picking, they retain those valuable bioactive compounds. So, same value, basically.
That's great news, especially out of season.
Yeah.
So, okay, focusing back on blueberries specifically, what makes them such a champion for our eyes?
Blueberries really shine because of their exceptional concentration of anthocyanins.
Those compounds again.
Yep. As Dr. Lai explains, these are really potent antioxidants. They're particularly effective at combating oxidative stress and inflammation within the eye.
Okay, oxidative stress and inflammation.
And this reduction in stress and inflammation, it can lead to improved blood circulation in those tiny vessels of the retina, which, as we've discussed, is just crucial for optimal eye function.
Okay, so these anthocyanins are the key players, fighting oxidative stress and inflammation. Why are those two things such threats to our vision? Can you break that down a bit?
Sure. Think of oxidative stress like this. Throughout our lives, our bodies produce byproducts called free radicals. They're unstable molecules, and they can damage healthy cells.
Like rust on metal.
Kind of, yeah, at a cellular level. In our eyes, this damage can contribute to developing age-related conditions, things like macular degeneration, cataracts, even glaucoma.
Wow.
So blueberries, loaded with antioxidants like anthocyanins, act like scavengers. They neutralize these harmful free radicals.
Leading crew.
Essentially, yeah. Helping protect the delicate cells of our eyes from damage. It basically slows down the aging process within the eyes.
That makes sense. A protective force field at the cellular level.
Yeah.
So that's benefit one. What's another key way Dr. Light says blueberries help our eyes?
The second big one is their positive impact on blood flow to the retina.
Right, back to the circulation.
Exactly. We established the retina needs that constant supply of oxygen and nutrients. Well, the compounds in blueberries help strengthen the walls of those tiny blood vessels supplying the eyes,
Making them stronger.
and promoting better overall circulation. This enhanced blood flow ensures the retina gets what it needs to function optimally.
And the payoff is?
Potentially sharper vision, reduced eye strain or fatigue, and maybe even improved night vision.
Improved night vision. That's really compelling, especially for, driving at night.
It's a really interesting point he makes, yeah.
Okay, benefit 3. How else do blueberries help?
The third key benefit is the protection they offer against UV damage from the sun.
Like internal sunscreen.
Sort of. We know overexposure to the sun's ultraviolet rays can harm our skin, obviously, but it damages our eyes too.
How so?
It increases the risk of conditions like cataracts, that's where the lens gets cloudy, and also macular degeneration. So the antioxidants in blueberries, they act as a natural internal defense. They help shield the delicate structures of the eye, like the lens and the cornea.
The clear front part.
Exactly, the cornea that helps focus light, shielding them from this damaging radiation.
So by eating blueberries, we're essentially building up some internal sun protection for our eyes. That's fascinating.
It is, isn't it?
Okay, now let's talk about inflammation.
Yeah.
You mentioned Dr. Lee brings that up too.
Yes, chronic inflammation. It's increasingly recognized as a driver of so many health issues, and that definitely includes various eye problems.
Like what?
Well, things like uveitis, which is inflammation of the middle layer of the eye, but also just general age-related decline in eye health.
And blueberries help here too.
They do. Blueberries possess significant anti-inflammatory properties. So by helping to reduce inflammation in the eye tissues, they can potentially alleviate swelling, discomfort, and support the overall health of the retina and cornea. It's about preventing the development or maybe the progression of conditions that impair vision.
Okay, so we've got antioxidant power, check. Improved blood flow, check. UV protection, check. Reduced inflammation, check. What's the final key benefit Dr. Lee highlights?
Finally, and this is a big one, blueberries play a vital role in supporting the health of the macula.
The macula. Remind us what that does.
The macula is a small but absolutely crucial area right in the center of the retina. It's responsible for our sharp, detailed central vision.
The vision we use for reading, recognizing faces.
Exactly that. And age-related macular degeneration, AMD, is a leading cause of vision loss, especially in older adults.
Right.
So because blueberries help protect the retina, including the macula, from oxidative stress and inflammation,
The two things we keep coming back to.
the two major contributors to AMD, yes. So regular consumption may help slow down the progression of this condition, helping us maintain that crucial central vision for longer.
Wow. It's actually quite remarkable how many benefits are packed into these little blue fruits.
It really is.
It just underscores that powerful connection between what we eat and our health, our eye health specifically.
It truly does. And, as Dr. Lee points out, adding blueberries to our diet is, well, it's simple, it's accessible, and it's a delicious way to take a proactive step towards safeguarding our vision.
So the goal of this deep dive was really to extract those actionable insights, wasn't it? How a basic dietary choice can help preserve, maybe even enhance our vision. And the message seems crystal clear. Incorporating more berries, especially blueberries, into our daily routine is probably a pretty smart move.
Absolutely. Their rich antioxidant, anti-inflammatory properties, they offer significant support for our eyes, from boosting circulation to providing, a degree of protection against age-related issues and environmental stressors like UV light.
As we wrap up this deep dive, it really prompts you to consider, doesn't it? How often we prioritize various aspects of our health, yet maybe we overlook something as fundamental as our vision when it comes to our daily food choices.
That's a very good point.
It's quite thought-provoking to realize that such a simple addition, like a handful of berries, could potentially yield such significant long-term rewards for our eyesight. Maybe it's a good time for all of us, to take a closer look at our current eating habits, see where we might be able to weave in a little more of this berry goodness. just as a proactive measure for our future eye health.
That's a really important reflection to end on. Thank you for joining us for this deep dive into the fascinating link between diet and vision.